If you know you want to come and work in German as a nurse, this is a video for you, because this information I'm giving to you right now, it's gonna be helpful to everyone who wants to come and work as a nurse here in Germany. Hi loves, welcome back to the channel. This is Nurse Mimi for you. If you see me looking down, I have a notebook where I note things I want to talk about so I don't miss any important point that I wanted to give you guys. This video is gonna be about clearing for you the pathways you can use to come here to work as a nurse in Germany. It's gonna give you the clarity that you need to understand which kind of pathway you actually need to use to travel or come and work here as a nurse. The number one pathway I'm going to talk about is coming to Germany to work as a certified nurse. If you're in your country and you have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or you did a vocational training in nursing, which give you a qualification of a certified nurse, a registered nurse, this is your pathway. But remember, every pathway has requirements. Most of the requirements are like the same. They all have standard requirements. And I'm going to be giving you the requirements at the end of all the pathways. I want to first list out the pathways and I give you the requirements. The second pathway is coming as a nursing assistant. If you did 1 or 2 years of vocational training in nursing, you qualify to work as a nursing assistant. You can basically use the papers that you have right now to come and work as a nursing assistant. The third pathway is coming as a nursing trainee. Basically, you just come to do a nursing training. This is for everyone who has started high school, you have enjoyed university, but you want to just come here and study, or you have actually started nursing assistant training in your country, but now you want to come and train, have a full Ausbildung so you can become a certified nurse. You can actually also apply to come as a nursing trainee. Or you have studied university like me. I studied university in Uganda. I studied as a journalist, but when I came here, I decided to become a nurse, and for that I did a nursing Ausbildung. You can basically just change from one career to another. This is called a Ausbildung. Just like I said, you come here to train to become a nurse. The thing I left out is doing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. This is a university program. This will be the fourth pathway you could use to come here to study nursing, and I'm gonna give you the requirements and a little bit of the differences. Let's just go right into the requirements. Let's start with those nurses that trained already in their countries and they just want to come here in Germany and work as certified nurses. The first thing you're gonna do is to make sure that you have the required German language. To work as a nurse in Germany, you are required to have at least a B2 level language, which is acceptable for us to work as nurses, because nursing has to do with life. There is a lot at risk if someone misunderstands something. You work with doctors' information, with patients and family, and you're coordinating everything. You're handling medicine in German. So they expect you to have at least a B2 level language. If you're my nurse out there and you haven't worked on your language, the first thing I will tell you is to go and register yourself in a German school and do a German language course, at least to a B2 level language. The second thing is gonna be, you need to verify your nursing credentials just as much as your academic credentials. That's a whole process, and I'll give you a full video about Anerkennung, which is the recognition of your academic credentials. And so that's done basically here in Germany, not in your home country. You have to send your papers here to the designated office, depending on the districts of Germany that you want to work in. But I'll explain the whole process in a video that is dedicated to explaining how the recognition process goes. The next thing you need, of course, you need a CV, you need a motivation letter, and you need to look for an employer, which is like a nursing home, a hospital, who could actually give you the place to work from.
You just need a work contract.
The second category is coming as a nursing assistant. Most employers will take a nursing assistant with a B1 language. The reason being, the nursing assistant doesn't have the same responsibilities as a qualified nurse, but that is dependent on employer to employer if they take you with that level of language. The awakening process is all the same. You will need to also to verify your academic credentials before you can move here to work as a nurse. The third person was the nursing trainee through a vocational training. The vocational schools normally have partner hospitals, partner homes, so that when you apply to a hospital to come and study as a nurse, they send you to their partner school where you're going to be doing the theory, and then you come back to hospital to do your practical part of the training. Because sometimes you just get one contract, and this contract pushes you to a certain school, which makes it easy. You find another employer who doesn't have partners, that you have to look for school and look for yourself a home. That's why I'm here to guide you so you can find the best way to go about such situations. Here you will also need to verify your academic credentials. You don't need a blocked account, because since you're learning theory and practical, you'll be paid a student salary. Okay, the last pathway I talked about was coming here to study as a university student, to study nursing, and that is the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Okay, the only advantage with it, you don't need to study German language till B2. The minimum requirement to do a Bachelor of Science in Nursing is just a A1, just a greeting level, but you need a B2 in English. So that means if you did like study your world school life in English, you might just need a letter from your school where you studied from that confirms that all your lessons and your classes were conducted in English. If you studied a bachelor's in your country, or you did a university or a vocational training in any course, you might just ask that school to give you a letter that confirms that all your time at that school was conducted in English. With the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, you start basically learning in English for the first 1, 2, 3 to almost 4 semesters. But in the time you're in German, they expect you to take on a German course. Most of these universities, they provide you a German course in the time you're doing your bachelor's, so that by the time they reach like 4th semester or the 5th semester, you can easily switch to speaking German, because you have been in German for now a year and a half and you have improved your German. That's why they also allow you to come with just a A1 level language, because then of course you're gonna improve your language along the way. And you also don't need a blocked account. However, you might have to have a financial proof on your normal account that you can at least sustain yourself, okay? Because as a university student, you're going to pay maintenance fees in university. It's like 2 times a year. Some charges, of course, they charge depending on the university. And a bonus pathway is coming here with a Chancen card. It's an opportunity card. You come here, you're given 1 year, and in this 1 year you're allowed to look for a job. So that means you don't have to get a work contract. You don't need to study German language till B2. Just an A1, but you need a B2 in English, but it has its qualifications. Okay, you can always find out if you qualify to use an opportunity card as a pathway. I'll explain to you guys how the opportunity card pathway also works for those people who are already qualified nurses, because this could be another pathway that you can use to come here without acquiring a contract from any employer and look for the contract yourself when you're already within the country. Just remember that using an opportunity card requires you to have a blocked account, because you don't have a contract. You have to prove that you can stay in German and finance yourself without stressing the government. In my next video, I'll concentrate on each of these pathways. That's why I'm not mentioning detailed things, because it will make this video so long, which I don't want to do. If you have watched till the end, don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss any of the next videos. Turn on the notification bell so anytime I post, you get notified. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, please check the description box. I'm gonna be leaving my link down there, because on TikTok I normally post my short videos before I even come here to make a long video for you guys. And see you later. Bye.